How's it going, everyone? Today I'm here with my review of WWE Attitude Era Volume 2 DVD that came out last week. I was able to pick this up off Amazon when they had that little, mispriced thing where they mispriced the DVDs. So I got this for like $8 off Amazon new. So that was a great little thing right there. But yeah, I got this. I watched this over the weekend, and I'm here to present you guys my review of it. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, you can see on the cover here, you got Attitude Era. You got Stone Cold right there. Volume 2, 3-disc set. Very basic cover, but honestly, it pretty much signifies the Attitude Era. So the Attitude Era was Steve Austin, so it's a great cover. By the way, the DVD feels awesome. Like, if you have the NWO, the Revolution DVD, it has like that same font and feel to it. Like, it has a different feel. It doesn't feel like a regular 3-disc set you'd buy. It has like a smooth feeling to it, so I really like that. And like, you can feel the lettering on it as well. So it's a really nice material they use for this set. I really like it. And of course, here's a spine at Austin right there again. Attitude Era Volume 2, 3-disc set. Go on the back, you got pictures of Kane and Paul Bearer. Got Mankind the title. Rebels, Outlaws, and Oddballs. What does everyone want? No. Oh, it does say head. Head to the nearest man cave, give your boss a stone cold salute, and spend the next 6 hours watching the Attitude Era Volume 2, the hottest set to be unleashed since Sable's handprint bikini. If you're old enough to order a Steve Weiser, hello ladies, was your pickup line in college, and you loved WWE before the Federation became the new F word, then here is what you need to do. Take this new collection, shine it up real nice, and flip it sideways and stick it straight up your DVD player. Whoever thought of this was really good with the puns. I'll just say that. So it's a pretty creative description there. Oh, you didn't know? Volume 2 includes, right there, I'm not going to read them. You can pretty much pause and read if you'd like to pretty much see what's on the DVD set. You open it up, you have some very nice artwork on here. You got some cartoonish pictures. You got Vince, you got Stone Cold having the volume censor out his middle finger. Feels really nice. Like I said, the material on this set's really nice. I don't know what the hell they use, but it feels really good. That sounded wrong. You got Austin right there. You got part of his jacket. I was like, who the hell is that? Sable. You got Mankind. You got Triple H. You got The Rock. You open the set up. Here is the listing. I'll go by it. If you'd like, you can just pause it and read the listing. I'm not going to read everything out to you. It's kind of pointless for me to do that. That's disc 1. Disc 2. First, you got a hand right there. Looks like Foley's hand. And you got disc 3. Could be Foley or Triple H's. One of the two, I would guess. And then you have disc 1. You have Attitude Era, the black disc. Behind disc 1, you have the R for Raw, obviously. Behind disc 2, you have the A is like incorporated between the discs. So you have Raw, and behind disc 3 you have is War. So just the Raw ring apron behind the disc. So nothing special about the behind the artwork. But let me set this up so I can start talking about the DVD, my thoughts and everything on it. I gotta set this up. Alright. That looks good. Alright, now, the DVD, I'm gonna be straight, honest, and bold about this. This DVD was extremely disappointing. A huge downstep from the first volume, I can tell you that for sure. This set, honestly, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that fun. The matches, it didn't make a lot of sense because, back then, they would have these, endings that go into commercial break that would, continue into the, when it comes back to keep your interest. But on the DVD, it doesn't have that. Once like something ends, it just ends abruptly, and like you don't find out what happens. So it's kind of like a non-ending, which is very disappointing because back then, like I said, they try to get the viewers to tune back in, so they'll do the cliffhanger. So when a majority of these segments or matches end with a cliffhanger, it's like, all right, what next? Like, it just goes on to the next thing, so you don't really get an ending or really know what happened. So that was pretty disappointing for that aspect. But just the matches weren't good. Almost every match was very short. I think the longest match was probably like 10 minutes, and that was a pay-per-view match, which is understandable. I know back then the matches weren't very long on Raw and everything. But the matches weren't good though. Like, even though they were short, they weren't even good. They weren't even entertaining. The discs were very short. This entire set, the DVD portion at least, is not even 6 hours. The first disc is 2.5 hours. The second disc is an hour and 40 minutes, and the last disc is an hour and 30 minutes. So I don't know why the timing or the time of the DVD is so short for. They could have put a lot more on the set, but they didn't. And this set, just honestly, everything seems so random. Like, they put the most random things on this set. When you're watching, you're like, what am I watching? Like, honestly, this set to me was the volume of the Attitude Era, where they're trying to tell us, like, okay, the Attitude Era wasn't as good as people make it out to be. Like, yeah, the Attitude Era was great, but honestly, the Attitude Era isn't what everyone puts it on. You know, pedestal everyone puts it on. It isn't that good. Like, this was like the crap of the Attitude Era. This was like, you know, a portion of the garbage of it. So this honestly was not very good. I was highly disappointed, like I said. They have little interview segments in between, like every now and then. They'll have a random interview segment with with someone random, like Billy Gunn or Sonny, which was, you know, random. Like, they didn't even talk about the Attitude Era. They just pretty much talked about, you know, like on the first disc, you had Sonny, you know, she talked about how she became the first diva, really, and how, you know, her wearing the bikini pretty much revolutionized the divas, the way they're looked at, I guess. They have Billy Gunn talking about how he prefers being a father over a wrestler when he's a wrestler, like how he'd go out and people would ask for a picture and be like, oh no, you know, I'm spending time with my family right now, no thanks. And, you know, Sonny managing the Road Warriors, how she got the gear that she had. Lawler getting the term puppies from Road Dogg, and, you know, how, you know, Sean Waltman progressed himself in the X-Pac out, you know, Hogan used to call him Six-Pac, and, you know, he pretty much revolutionized in the X-Pac. So, you know, very random stuff. You know, this too, you know, Godfather talks about becoming the Godfather, how that was just who he was. He owned the strip club, he was a pimp, so he became pretty much what he was. And how the Edge segment was probably the best interview segment of the entire DVD. You know, Edge talked about the bloodbaths, how the wrestlers hated the bloodbaths because it was so cold, and like it stained on them and ruined their gear. It'd be on them for days. And it was very difficult doing it because he did it in the dark too. The lights were off when he did the bloodbath, so he didn't really know what he's doing. He threw it on whoever, and he hoped for the best. So the Edge segment on this too was really good. They had The Rock talking about traveling with Triple H, which he tried to be funny, but it's kind of like that. Okay, like he was being sarcastic funny, which it didn't come off funny at all. The Godfather talked about traveling with Yokozuna and Undertaker once when he was playing country music because he loves country music, and Yokozuna threw the tape out and said, "You know you're black, right?" So that was pretty funny. And on disc 3, the bar fights, the APA talked about the bar fights, how Mark Henry became sexual chocolate, and the Valentine's Day segments with Mae Young, which were, God, that was disgusting. Jericho talking about his debut. Gerald Briscoe talking about how his weak stomach, how, you know, his stomach is extremely weak, he would pretty much puke at anything. So he was gagging a lot. The times he did gag was legit gagging. And how the wrestlers used to offer Trish Stratus rides all the time because of how hot she was, and everyone wanted to ride with her, so they always offered her rides. But yeah, those are the interview segments. But like I said, it's not good. Like this 3, you have like the evening gown match with Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Like, who wants to see that? I gotta admit though, this 1 was like, it was alright. This 2 was good. And this 3, I'd probably say was the best disc entertainment-wise. It honestly entertained me the most out of the entire set, which is a shame because this 3 is, you know, it's only an hour and a half. So it's the shortest disc, but it entertained me the most. So yeah, the Attitude Era Volume 2 honestly isn't that good. The Extreme Disappointment, it wasn't good. I can't stress that enough. I was extremely disappointed. I had high hopes for this DVD. I was very excited for it. And watching it, I'm glad I only paid the $8 or whatever I paid for it off Amazon. Because if I would have paid $20, I would not have gotten my money's worth. So yeah, that'll do it for this review. And yeah, like I said, just this DVD, it seems like they pretty much just threw whatever whatever they could find because they knew this DVD would sell on its own. So they didn't really try. They just threw whatever, and they knew it'd sell anyway. So they didn't really put in much effort into it, and it shows. So yeah, Attitude Era Volume 2. Don't really recommend it. If you can get it for a cheap price, you know, less than $10, I'll say that, then get it. But besides that, I don't really recommend it, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, that'll do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and, you know, hopefully I influenced your decision to buy it or not, which is, you know, if you bought it on the sale on Amazon, good for you. If you didn't and you're thinking about buying it now, please don't. Wait for it to be on sale. It'll be way more worth it. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later.